Hey everyone, it's time for your Thursday Daily Trucker News Update. I'm Nikki Snyder.
And I'm Isela Rios. We have a lot of news to cover today, including hero FedEx driver, a fraudulent driver goes to prison, and Pharr-Reynosa Bridge Expansion.
So let's get trucking.
So talk about being at the right place at the right time. A FedEx driver, Brandon Alt, who started his route through Truckee, California, noticed a car in front of him weaving in and out of traffic, almost hitting two other vehicles, then veered off the road and into a river. Alt pulled over and threw his hazardous lights on, slid down the embankment, and carefully walked through the icy waters to help the woman. He was unable to get the driver door open, so went for the back door. Water quickly flooded the car, but he was able to get the woman to safety and call 911. You guessed it, the woman had been distracted by her cell phone when trying to make a phone call.
Move for Hunger, a national nonprofit dedicated to helping local food banks, was recently featured on the Today Show. The idea to start the organization came from its founder, Adam Lowy, when working for his family moving company, noticed that people would leave behind items, including food. Within a month, Lowy had donated 300 pounds of food to a local food bank. Since then, the organization has delivered more than 20 million pounds of food to local food banks, providing more than 17 million meals to individuals in need. In 2020, they stepped up their efforts during the pandemic and reached out to more than 1,000 drivers who volunteered to deliver more than 5 million pounds of food.
That's a lot of food, but if you think about it, that's not a bad idea.
That's a freaking amazing idea. You think back and you're like, man, when I moved, did I have to throw out a lot of food that maybe didn't need to be thrown out?
I didn't use a moving company. I thought I was like Wonder Woman and I could do it all, but I would just throw some of this food away, but it makes sense. Instead of throwing away, donate it.
Wonderful idea.
So yeah, that was a great idea. Well, this next story is about a young lady who comes from a family of truckers. Her mother is in the business and so was her grandfather. Growing up, Cheyenne Martinez remembers riding in the truck with her mother and has now joined Werner Enterprises Veterans Program. Martinez feels that this is a good career path for veterans coming from the active duty side, stating, "I'm used to being on the go. Continuing to travel, it's more of a passion than a job. So way to go, Cheyenne."
Well, Isela, you want to listen close to this one. A former company owner was sentenced to 30 months in federal prison after pleading guilty last year to falsifying government records, identity theft, bank and wire fraud, and tax evasion. 41-year-old Michael Chavez, a car hauler, was also ordered to pay restitution to Amazon for an alleged package return scam of more than $640,000. Chavez also used another person's personal identity information to allegedly operate a fleet of trucks after the FMCSA ordered the business to shut down. He also attempted to evade paying taxes by commingling business and personal expenses, creating fraudulent third-party checks, cashing them at a check cashier, and he even maintained approximately 15 bank accounts using at least 5 different company names, and that's only to name a few of the crimes Chavez had committed.
He was on a mission, that's all I don't understand, but it's kind of like that movie.
Yes, Catch Me If You Can. Yes, it's insane. The brains this guy had to execute all of those things, he could have had a viable business and made a lot of money legally.
Yeah, he could have been banking, but I guess he wasn't that smart, and he did get caught.
Yes.
Truck traffic will be a priority when the Pharr-Reynosa Bridge's largest expansion project in history is completed in 2023. According to the bridge's general director, the expansion will include the building of a second bridge in Pharr, Texas along the U.S.-Mexican border to add capacity cargo and reduce wait times for commercial trucks. The expansion of the bridge will include free and secure trade lanes from Mexico to the U.S., and the bridge could accommodate another 800 trucks. The Pharr-Reynosa International Bridge was the second busiest commercial truck crossing in Texas during 2020 and the third busiest on the Mexican border.
I just want to state that I like the way you say Reynosa.
Reynosa. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I said it wrong. She says it right. Okay. A Tennessee man is facing charges after opening fire on a semi-truck, then leading police on a high-speed chase has been captured. Police in Monterey, Tennessee responded to a call where a gray Infiniti had been involved in an aggravated assault in which the driver had shot at a semi-truck, striking the truck door while the driver was still driving on the interstate. Police spotted the vehicle on I-40 going westbound. The Putnam County Sheriff's Department and Tennessee Highway Patrol took action. The troopers deployed spike strips in Cookeville and were able to flatten 2 of the car's tires. The pursuit continued to Baxter, where the suspect ended up exiting on I-40 exit 280, where the suspect lost control of the vehicle and fled on foot to the local Love's Travel Center. The truck was evacuated with canine units searched the building, eventually finding the suspect hiding in a freezer of the McDonald's restaurant inside the truck stop. This wasn't Xavier Waters' first time dealing with police, as he had warrants for several felony charges such as aggravated assault with a handgun, kidnapping, aggravated burglary, domestic assault, and theft.
That sounds like a tongue twister because that was a lot of charges.
It was.
So, I mean, like, he was on a mission like the other gentleman, but this guy, he's
What's
out
up with
to
all the
hurt
hoodlums?
people.
There's the hoodlums among us.
Either it's the pandemic or these people are really just losing their mind. I don't know.
I don't know either, but get your stuff together.
Exactly. Anyways, that does it for today's update.
Make sure to tune in tomorrow for more of the trucking news you need.